Hello. It is it is me, the guy that you are watching. Holy crap. I'm so good with intros. Maybe I shouldn't script things anymore. Holy mole. Hello. Um had no idea there was a stream today. What? That's insane. Let me get rid of the starting soon. Start recording. Pacifist run is an idea that has been had. And you might be saying, oh, this is just going to be like you're without being seen, but a little different. And to that I say, yesn't. Yes, there won't be a lot of defeating of enemies like Am I Without Being Seen, but there won't be less. And plus, I can be seen. So it's going to be similar, but it's going to be a little different. So, had to start while I was trying. Sorry. Hello, Donut Lord and Cooge, and Daniel and Ducky. Ooh, but I saw the notification on YouTube. 5 more minutes. Yes. So, I have a few plans in my head. Obviously, I like to do the divine beasts. Is text-to-speech on? I don't have like anything set up on Twitch yet. I've been saying this for like the past year. I have to set it up, but I don't. But I do like to do the holy crap. I do like to do the divine beasts. However, some of them we just won't be able to do in order to keep that enemy defeated counter as low as possible.
Open your eyes.
Can I get mod? No. You can't just ask for mod.
Open your eyes.
Gotta prove your worthiness.
Wake up, Link.
Gonna be a problem with being a pacifist. Exactly. But we're also not just gonna go straight to Ganon. So we're still gonna do as much Divine Beast shenanigans we can, but some of them we just can't do, otherwise we'll be inconveniencing our counter of how many we will be defeating. Got that? Hello, that guy. Hello, Oswaltism and Ducky and I'll just call you Sky because that's what's at the end. Hello, sup. Can I have your channel and everything else you own? You know what? Fine, Donut Lord. You can have my channel. No. But the Great Plateau shouldn't be too hard. Because, you know, there's not much to worry about. I do have a Dr. Pepper. So which ones are you going to do? We'll discuss that once I finish the Great Plateau. It's going to be so good being able to fast travel and use stamina. Holy crap. I'm so not used to it. It's going to feel so nice.
That is a Sheikah slate.
Excuse me. Sorry for the sniffles. That just happens.
Guide you after your long slumber.
I'm recording, right? Okay. Yeah, okay. Dr. Pepper sucks? Nuh-uh. Dr. Pepper is pretty good. I like all three of the Dr. Pepper, Coke, and Pepsi, but I don't like Coke right now. Text-to-speech on? No, I don't have anything set up for Twitch. I feel bad for the Twitch people because I don't have anything set up for them. Even YouTube, I don't have a whole lot set up other than the basics. Clothing, please. Just drink Coke? Nah. I don't want to drink Coke right now. Dr. Pepper, I do really like it. Do I have a... Oop, wrong button. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. It's like I've never touched a Switch before. It's not like I've had one for almost like the whole lifespan of the Switch 1 and now the Switch 2. It's like I've never touched one before. Holy crap. Water's better? Okay, fair enough. Water is fantastic. Water is an S tier drink. But Dr. Pepper's still good. Not a soda guy at all, but I'm drinking fruit punch. Fruit punch is fine. It depends on the fruit punch. There's some better, some worse, but you know, usually fruit punch is pretty good. And now Link will be free. I feel like his eyes would hurt a little more, considering the sun is so bright and he's just staring at it. Sorry, this is unimportant. He was asleep for 100 years, wakes up in a dimly lit room, and is staring at the sun. Why? Oh, thank you for the subscribe at tier 1, Dr. Ducky. More like Dr. Pepper. Water's great, but Dr. Pepper has flavor and pizzazz. True that. I've arrived in time. Can't wait for the stream. Yippee! I don't know how much we'll be able to do, but the Great Plateau should not take long at all. And then we're going to do our first Divine Beast. Ooh, I just realized you can see Rudania from here. I never realized that. Look at Rudania go. He's climbing on the volcano. I will say, unfortunately, Rudania is one of the ones we just can't do. We just can't do Rudania at all. Make the best challenge vids. I had to. Oh, thank you. He also got blue eyes and should be even more sensitive to light. I know, he's just staring straight at the sun. Hello, Scold Dude. In the season. Sorry, I forgot to say hi. And Mr. Chief. The last link was John Hyland. Do you want to name this one? This one doesn't really need a name, but if we can think of a pacifist-themed name, then sure, go ahead. I'll take some apples. I just realized why we can't do Rudania. Well, don't spoil it. For people who do know why we can't do Rudania, do not spoil it. But for people who don't know, I'll spoil it later. John Peaceful. YouTube is better than Twitch. Fight me. Well, YouTube makes me more money, so John Pacifist. Fair enough. In one of the shrines, there's a guardian. What's your plan to do that? Does killing it with Magnesis count as pacifist? We're just not going to kill it. I'm not going to spoil it. Yay! Bro, can you do this stream, like, really fast? Because I'm watching it without being allowed to, so I should actually read a book, but can you still make it fun? I'll try my best. I'm not going to dilly-dally, that's for sure. John Pacifist is better. We could call him John Pacifist. Or John Peaceful. What are the rules again? We're going to defeat as few enemies as possible. The less, the better. I do need a shield. We'll get the shield later, but I do need a shield. Which means we're going to have to steal one from an enemy. John Peaceful Pacifist. Alright. Fantastic. Which divine beasts are possible? We will discuss that at the very end. I can see Valmetto being impossible. That's an interesting thing because, well, we'll discuss that later. John the Peaceful Pacifist. Okay, well, we can call him John Peaceful John Pacifist. We'll just go with that. That's the easiest one. Chica Slate. As I drink my pepper. Sorry if that was loud. Oh yeah, I gotta tell someone to put a noise gate. Or not a noise gate. What's the filter called? A limiter. Or is it compressor? One of those two. Either way. On the wrathful destroyer of nothing. What are the rules using shock bombs and arrows with attack up? I mean, we can use them. This isn't like a minimum weapon swings. This is just a minimum defeating. So the least enemies we can defeat is what we're trying to go for. So the less, the better. But we're not going to go straight to Ganon because that's boring. Has Link ever been on the channel with his actual name? Oh, he has. Oh, these Johns are really stealing Link's only job. I know, it's crazy. Are you trying to do it all in one stream or 2 or 3? It'll probably be 2 or 3 because I'm not a speedrunner. I don't use like glitches or anything. But, you know, we're still gonna try our best to be quick. Because this isn't like John Hyland where we gotta walk everywhere or horse everywhere. And this isn't the no stamina where we gotta walk everywhere or teleport. So, glitches are fun though. Oh, I know. But I feel like they take the challenge out of the challenge run. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people commented on my Without Being Seen, like, oh, you could just use Wind Bomb. Yeah, but that takes the challenge out of the challenge. There's no challenge if I can just skip everything that's on the ground. So hence why I don't use them, because it takes away the challenge. In my opinion. Meow, meow, meow. Hello, old man. What'd you call me? Sorry. Well, it's not as simple as just walk past everything, I can tell you that. I've been wondering where these comments you're responding to are. It's the Twitch ones. Oh yeah, there's a mix of both. To be frank, it's kind of what we did when we learned how to glide and climb last time. Took some of the challenge out. But, hey, John was able to evolve, so... Oh! That's me, apparently. You say that, Skull the dude, but there are some that, believe it or not, theoretically, are possible. Are we collecting mushrooms in this run? No! Never again. But in theory, there are a few divine beasts that should be completely possible. Because think about it, we're gonna have to fight the Blights at Hyrule Castle if we don't do the divine beasts. So we're gonna have to either do the Blights beforehand or do all the Blights there. But doing all the Blights there is boring. So we're gonna try to do the few divine beasts that we can that don't involve defeating enemies to get into. I will take this ruby though. Hello, hope your stream goes well. Well, thank you, Will. Thank you very much. I hope it goes well too. Well, we will add a counter on screen once we have to defeat our first enemy, but for now, there'll be none. Peter Pacifist? How about Greg Pacifist? I might do a poll, honestly. I might do a poll between Greg and Peter because they're not John, and there's only John. You should make a Bob the Bomber stream. Like, just only using bombs. Peaceful Greg. Honestly, I feel like going with Greg. Let's go like Peaceful Greg. That sounds good. Because it's not John, because John already has his own adventure that he's still working on. Peter Pacifist does have a ring to it, but Greg sounds stupider. Because it doesn't go along with the name or anything. So yeah, and Peter Pacifist is PP for sure. We don't want that. So I don't have a shield, so this will make it a little harder. But we can just... It'll be a little harder because we can't shield surf over the gaps. But we can simply just... Nope. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah. No, let me in. No. Okay. Yeah. All hail King Beetle. Peaceful Greg. And he's also PG. Exactly. Can you damage enemies? Only if we absolutely have to. Because there will be some enemies like the Blights that we'll have to defeat. But other than that, we're going to try to do as little damaging, as little defeating as possible. All hail Peaceful Greg. But I will put a counter on screen once we have to defeat our first enemy. Should we try to make the defeatings as painless as possible if they are a normal enemy? That'd be funny. But I don't think there will be many normal enemies we'll have to defeat. Hello, Adina? Sorry. I suck at pronouncing names on Twitch chat. Hello. Make them as painful as possible if needed. No, as painless. Does tricking enemies into hitting each other count as pacifist? The thing is, it's so hard for them to hit each other. That's the thing. Like, that's so difficult to do. because they'd have to like throw a bomb barrel or walk into a fire, stuff like that. Like that's kind of difficult to do, but if we have to, we could. But I feel like knowing the route I have planned in my head, well, we won't have to do that very often. You should do a Tears of the Kingdom run, but you have one shot as many enemies as possible. That could be actually be interesting. A game run where I can only one shot enemies. Huh. Let me write that down actually. I've been trying to think earlier today I was thinking of a bunch of challenges. And it's not a lot, but I thought of some. But if I can only one shot enemies, that would make things a little bit different, obviously. Hello, Triton. Sorry, I didn't mean to overlook it. I'm looking at two chats. Why do I have the mute button thingy? I don't know. That just kind of showed up now. Tears of the Kingdom has way more combos. That is true, but we could still try both. Mercy percent? How would a mercy percent work? Inform me. Enlighten me. You've become mute. No. Imagine a pacifist run in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I'll probably do it in Tears of the Kingdom inevitably. You have two eyes, one per chat. Oh, let me just look sideways at my screen now. Hopping in for a moment. Welcome, Carson. Gotta go eat. I'll be back ASAP. Well, have fun. Don't choke on your food. That'd be bad. Do you think you should not be allowed to kill anyone, if not for self-defense? That's something I thought of too, but I feel like just keeping it as low as possible would be best. Ah. Oh, the Guardians. Why do I speak? Why do words come out of my mouth? Question, do you think ancient arrows count as killing? Yeah. I mean, it's because it's like they're just being teleported away. I think they're being like evaporated from the existence. Maybe we look at it at different ways and that's fine, but I won't be using those because actually, is there a lore reason behind like what they actually do? Like if somebody can find an actual legitimate lore reason or lore implication of what the ancient arrows actually do to enemies and it doesn't defeat them, then that could be a smart move to help us with the future divine beast. But if you can't find anything, that's perfectly fine. I think that if you should not I think that if excuse me. Excuse me. I think that if then you should not and you should do this and not kill anyone so if they don't attack you first because it's making sense to be Mimo. Okay. I can't tell if being killed by an ancient arrow would be extremely painful or extremely painless. Exactly. It's a little complicated. Let me look at the wiki real quick. Nice. Okay. Thank you. Because if you can find an explanation that says they're not dead or it's not painful, then maybe, just maybe. What's in this chest again? I4 gore. I'm Hyrule right now. Let me ask around. Oh, thank you. Yoink. I still need a shield. Excuse me. Oh, my stamina. Bonk. Nice. If you use Sheik Tech, I imagine it works like how every blue laser works in this game, which is extremely painful. Yeah, everything that's blue, except for this, is like deadly. It's painless with ancient arrows if you shoot it, but somehow forever it's painful. So technically, you don't hurt them. The nothingness hurts them. Interesting. That is weird. I do think I know where I can get a shield, and I don't know exactly why I need a shield, I'll be honest. I'm trying to remember why. Why did I need a shield? Nah, it's still nice to have one. But I'm trying to remember, what was my reasoning? I'll take the switch shirt, though. I'm imagining that an ancient arrow is like all my cells being ripped apart individually. Yeah, that's what I think. It's like very painful. But we're gonna try to, if I don't stop running out of stamina, we're gonna try to get a shield for some reason, because I completely forget. I'm trying to remember why I'd need a shield. But I just look it up. What does an ancient arrow? And the first thing it describes as does is obliteration. Yeah, it obliterates. That doesn't sound like a very pain-free word to me, now does it? These guys have shields? Find out. Hello, Bokos. You got shields? Nope. But I will take your other stuff. Oh, they do have a shield. I will take everything else you have. Bye-bye. That's a good word for it. Oh, 100%. Here's the Hyrule Compendium description. An arrow created with ancient technology. To be stuck with one is to be consigned to oblivion in an instant. Yeah, that doesn't sound very painless. That doesn't sound nice at all. So no, we won't be using ancient arrows. We'll take your peppers. Oh, no, I don't want to read your diary. Ew. We'll take everything else you own, though. And your pot lid. But oblivion is comfy. I don't think so. Let's cook some food. Wow. Okay, so we should have good food now. Let me... I don't know why I have so many weapons. I'm not even going to need them. Though we could collect some wood. Ooh, 3. That's good. That's good wood. Oops. Because all of them is sent to an oblivion. Nothing left behind. Yeah, that's probably why they don't drop weapons. Also, it'd be way too easy to farm weapons if you could just immediately defeat them. I asked if they shot me with a bomb arrow. It hurt. Ow. Of course it did. Meow. Don't ask why I'm collecting wood. I don't know either. Is this the biggest tree you can cut down in the game? I feel like this is like both longest and thickest tree you're allowed to cut down. I just gotta go up. Playing Minecraft and Breath of the Wild. Are you doing that? Or are you suggesting that? Because, I mean, I know somebody's made a map at some point of Breath of the Wild in Minecraft, but I know it was a while ago and a lot of people have already covered it. But you know, it still could be fun. Is this Switch or Wii U? This is on the Switch 2 edition. Because I bought the Switch 2. What? Isn't that crazy? How does John Hylian carry so much stuff? A normal Hylian without a bag? He has pockets. I was saying because you were chopping trees. Ah, okay. A little late to the stream again, but I'm here. Welcome, Space Dude. So far, we haven't had to defeat a single enemy, but that makes sense because we're on the Great Plateau. Yoink. Ah, good thing there's no mushroom right in front of me to be collected. Ah, good thing there's no mushrooms right above me to be collected. That would be horrible, especially if there were rushrooms. I hate rushrooms. Don't know if, nope, there's nothing nearby. Nothing close. Nothing of needing to be collected. What are the pacifist rules? Defeat as few enemies as possible and don't attack any enemies unless they absolutely have to be. So basically, I don't know why I have so many weapons on my back. Who else has been keeping up with Avengers Doomsday teasers? I haven't because I don't care anymore. I stopped caring after Endgame. Alright, the Awadiem. Damn? Is that how you say it? The Awadam shrine? Why do you hate mushrooms? I don't know why I hate mushrooms. That's a great question. The Awazam shrine. Blockers carry like 9 different weapons and stuff. Oh yeah, that's normal. Clearly you don't own men's pants. You can carry anything in those. Clearly you don't own a nice pair of normal men's pants with way too many pockets that are way too deep. You could fit literally anything in there. Alright, thank you for the stasis. Having cargo pants, exactly. Great challenge, but have fun. Thank you, Franz de Basserode. Oh yeah, I should probably... Nah, it's fine. Oh yeah, wait. Oh, never mind. It's already on very fast. Uh-oh. This is fine. Yes, it's normal to be able to carry around 393,606 items. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you be able to? One of my friends fit an entire trench coat in his own pocket. Wait, what? One of my friends fit an entire trench coat in one of his pockets. See, you can fit anything in there. John Hylian, a normal Hylian? Or oh, this isn't a John Hylian run. This is just peaceful. I started a PACIFIST vegan run in total, which was kind of relaxing without combat. That sounds like fun. I don't think we'll be killing any wildlife either. I forgot to say that. No wildlife, because we don't need to. We got apples and bananas. Our dies right now. Oh, our diesm. Total equals Tears of the Kingdom. That's crazy. And now we got one. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I was going to say I forgot to cook food, but that's not true. I did not forget to cook food because I am smart. I had cooked the food. Peaceful Greg is a doppelganger of John Hylian, who is a doppelganger of Link. No. Okay, maybe. Okay. Let's, splink. What's up, Bokos? Are you gonna go to sleep, or are you guys just staying up all night? I think they're staying up all night. They don't care. That's okay. No mushrooms for you. Oh, I don't want mushrooms. Because John has multiverse level power. What? Oh, he's going to sleep. Ooh, I can collect his stuff. I saw the sparkles. He dropped it. He dropped his items because he is stupid and needs to sleep. You can't catch me. You'll never catch me alive. My cat just started kneading and at the injury on my foot. Ow, that's not fun. Oh, a shooting star. Aw. Why can it happen so early in the game when you can't get it? Like, come on, at least make it possible for me to receive it on the Great Plateau. No killing, no food, no meals with animal stuff. Some buffs are hard this way. Oh yeah. But so yeah, we're just gonna not defeat anything unless we need to, which is mostly just gonna be bosses. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Sup, old man? Give me your clothing. Give me the warm doublet. The warm doublet. I want the warm doublet. Warm doublet. A warm doublet. Now I feel so warm in my doublet. Greg Pacifist wins by doing nothing. I wish. Most enemies are also slower than you. You can just jog away, of course. It makes it very easy. Yoing. 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 Oh, hello. The live reenactment of my first Breath of the Wild run. Whoa. That's crazy. Yup. Probably the fastest I've done the Great Plateau in a while because the limitations are so not limiting. Which is absolutely insane. I did have an idea for a challenge run. Which, you know, it might sound stupidly easy, but it wouldn't be. That's the thing. And that was without ever touching water. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how the heck did this shrine even work. Builds ice pillars that are very stable. Kind of shines in Varuta and rain. Like, it could just rain at any moment. Like, just think about that for a second. Oh, I'm talking about a different challenge idea that I've had. But, like, if I do a no water, no Cryonis, no Ruta, no rain, like, I'd have to worry about the weather all the time. Hello. Challenge idea, not currently, though. Yeah. It's just an idea that I've had in my brain. Hello, Nitro. Do no food challenge and no grass and no rain because they are like showers. I don't think I'll be able to do no grass because you kind of have to touch grass to beat the Great Plateau unless you get very technical about what is and isn't grass. I subbed. Well, thank you, Nitro. Thank you very much. And here comes the old man. After we beat the Great Plateau, I will take a quick bathroom break. What if you wear a hat that prevents rain touching Link's head? Nah, I wouldn't do something like that. That'd make it too easy. Greetings, but from Twitch this time. Whoa! Welcome, Scolded Dude. But if you touch grass, you will die because it's grass. No! Can I beat Breath of the Wild as a gamer? No touching grass, no water, no food, no socialization. Okay, next challenge run. Can I beat Breath of the Wild as a gamer? Only allowed to use bows because, you know... Whoa, I did not hit that guy. That was a snowball. Breath of the Wild, but US laws applied? I don't feel like there'd be very many US laws. No caves, including Shrine of Resurrection. Well, shucks. Yes, gamer challenge run. Let me type that down. Okay, so... BOTW/ as a gamer. No water, no grass. Socialization. On- we'll think about the only bows part because you know you gotta have your gun and ball game in order to be a true gamer. Which, you know, the closest we got to gun is bow. Only food available in gamer subs, monster extract. Yum! Pacifist would mean no aggression even against dead monsters. Hey, I didn't do it. It was a snowball. How about a one-handed, no pausing, no stamina, blindfolded pacifist run? Okay, that's a little out of my current capabilities. I'm pressing B. Okay. That's a little bit out of my current capabilities, I'll be honest. But maybe one day. Okay, we need to brainstorm some names for the gamer run. And I beat Breath of the Wild as a gamer. Boom. I'm just kidding. How will you defeat Ganon? Well, obviously, we're the pacifist run, except we're trying to defeat as few enemies as possible. Of course, we're gonna have to fight bosses because they are mandatory to beat the game. But like everything else, we are just not. We're gonna do as little as possible. How about a pacifist run? Oh, okay. Oops. So unfortunately, we're still gonna have to beat Ganon, but every other enemy, and we're also gonna try to do as many divine beasts as possible. That's the thing. We're gonna do divine beasts, ish, as much as we can. But a pacifist run, but you have to kill it. That's not a pacifist run. That's not what a pacifist run means. You beat Breath of the Wild without jumping or gliding. We already did technically without gliding. Kind of. But we haven't done without jumping, so. Hello, MRJ7. Hola. Yoink. Next challenge, Breath of the Wild genocide run. You see, I thought of something funny, like along those lines, but not quite. You know the song from the Lorax, How Bad Could I Possibly Be? What if I tried to wait for a blood moon and then I try to I try to cut down as many trees as possible before the next blood moon? How many trees can I cut down? Because how bad could I possibly be? Hello, I would like stamina vessel. It would be useful if you could slide like in Fortnite. True, but it's fine. Disable blood moon and kill every enemy. I don't know. I can't disable blood moon. Breath of the Wild without breaths of and the wild. What? 20,000 trees. I don't think we'll get that high. All shrines, but no stamina or heart containers. That sounds easy. I'll be honest. Another rule for the gamer challenge: no sprinting, because if you sit outside all day, you can run. And also, no two-handed weapons, because it weighs too much. I mean, I could get behind the no running. Maybe. I'll keep that as a solid maybe. You beat Breath of the Wild without playing as Link? Yeah, that's what John Hylian's for. 1.4 billion pounds of cheese. Here's the kingdom without tears or kingdom? How would I do that? Great Plateau blindfolded? Okay, but I'd have no way to prove I was blindfolded. That's the thing. I would do something like that, but I have zero way to prove it. Because I could definitely do something like that, but the legitimacy would be questioned all the time. Even though I've proven my legitimacy over and over again, it would still be questioned because I don't have a way to prove it.
Well done there, young one.
I have a challenge idea. Breath of the Wild. Can you mod Breath of the Wild without Nintendo shutting you down? Well, I don't have. I can't mod the Switch too. That's not how that works. Welcome back, Dr. Ducky. Played Age of Imprisonment? Yeah, I've played a little bit, but I haven't beaten it. Wear a dumb mask like me. I don't even have a camera, though. That's the thing. That's the problem. I think bumbling about like a drunken buffoon is enough to proof of a blindfold. Yeah, that is true. But I tried to do a can I beat Batman Arkham Asylum with only one hand, and I had my second hand playing Pong to show that I was using one hand, but even then people questioned it because, I don't have a hand cam, and I had one hand on my controller, my other hand was on my mouse playing Pong. But even then people were like, "Oh, how do we know you're not actually just using two hands?" Like, I'm playing Pong. Are you going to kill the bosses? See, bosses will be counted towards the counter because we have to, but we're going to do the bosses differently because we're still going to do Divine Beasts as much as we can. But the bosses will be... The Divine Beasts are going to be more of a problem than the bosses. Is it fun? It's alright. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I never drew the Pong thumbnail. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. I never even got to finishing it. Oh, I forgot to remove the BRB. With the Wild and do all quest I'm not doing that anytime soon. I hate Koroks. Rosa's Fury is plausible deniability. You can't prove this. Sudden Thunderstorm was my doing. Yes, but no. Because we're not going to be able to... Okay, so let me prepare myself. So here's a few things. Divine Beasts. We're going to discuss Divine Beasts, okay? This is the planning period. We beat the Great Plateau. There's kind of not much that even went on during the plateau, which is perfectly fine. But here comes the planning phase. Because Divine Beasts are complicated. Actually, we're not going to do Rudania, not because of the drones, but because of the moblins. Because in order to save Yonobo the second time, you have to defeat 2 black moblins. There's no other way around it. So Rudania is completely off the table. We have to fight Fireblight in the castle. And then there's let's go for next Divine Beast, Valruta. Valruta is perfectly fine because we don't need to fight the what's it called? The Lionel. We don't need to fight the Lionel. We only need to fight Ruta, which isn't an entity, it's just the machine, so we're not counting that as an enemy. And then Water Blight. Why did I almost say Wind Blight? You can just ragdoll the moblins into lava? Yes, but how am I going to do that without harming them? That's the problem. How am I going to ragdoll them into the lava without harming them? And we're still going to try. I'm just saying right now they seem completely off the table. And then there's Vommeadow, which Vommeadow should also be possible because it only has its force field, which isn't Vommeadow itself, which also it's a machine, so it's not an enemy. So destroying its force field is a-okay in my book. And then there's just Windblight. But then Naboris also has a problem because of the Yiga clan. In order to fight Naboris, you have to make it through the Yiga hideout, and then defeat Master Koga, which is an additional enemy. And I know he doesn't get, like, defeated, but he's still an enemy we'd have to fight. So, do the cannons count as enemies on Vod Meadow? No. I don't count them because they're robots. I mean, to be fair, you could say the Guardians are robots, but they are part of Vod Meadow, plus Vod Meadow is a robot that's being controlled. And you don't ever kill Vod Meadow. Get what I'm saying? But with what's it called? Well, Rudania, you would have to kill the Moblins, which are actual enemies. I think you can still do the worst because it's fun. Place a glitch shock arrow on the ground. How would I do that? Korok leaf can ragdoll without damage. That is true, but the Korok leaf would burn super quick in Death Mountain. But we can try that. I'll grab a Korok leaf. Hello, Angus. I said shock. Oh, okay. Oops. Place a shock weapon on the ground. We could try that, but I gotta find one. Do you count Malicize? Personally, I won't hurt them unless I have to, but I don't think they would count because they're just kind of gross. But I wouldn't do anything with them unless I really had to. Also, pushing a moblin into lava with a leaf seems murderous. It does. So we're gonna try anything that doesn't involve us doing anything with their death first. Then we're gonna, if we have to, resort to the oops, the wind. It must have been the wind with the Korok leaf. Aren't they making a Zelda movie? Yeah. What about bosses? We're just gonna have to fight bosses because there's literally no way around them. I'm talking about every other enemy. So, which divine beast first? Just kind of a question. We should start with Ruta or Meadow. Ruta would probably be easier, so might as well just go there. The Korok leaf, it is technically the wind, yeah. I just stepped on the shock weapon. It's not my fault. We would need a piece of metal as well. Vulnaboris? We can't do Vulnaboris. We can't because in order to do Naboris, we would have to also defeat Master Koga, but if we go to Hyrule Castle, we only need to fight Thunderblight. There's no Master Koga involved. Because we're trying to keep the counter as low as possible, hence why we're going to try our best with Rudania, but we can't do Naboris because of Master Koga. Which is unfortunate. Need a metal weapon and a shock weapon for Rudania. That could work. It'll take a lot of running back and forth, but we do have a metal weapon, so we just need to find a shock weapon. Wherever that would be. But first, where's Zora's Domain? Where's Zora's Domain? Zora's Domain's that way. Right? Yeah. Ooh, nope. Zora's Domain's this way. We're not gonna hurt skeletal monsters either because I said so. Let's use the power of chicken. True, but that would be kind of hard to... I mean... We could. We'd have to get a chicken all the way to each of the bosses. Can a chicken survive Death Mountain? Using Durix protection to deflect lasers? Maybe. I don't know if we'll do that much, but... Oh, they can survive Death Mountain? Okay, now that's interesting. But can chickens defeat bosses? Wait, how would we get the chicken inside the Divine Beast, though? I know we could get it inside of Hyrule Castle, but how would we get it inside the Divine Beast? Since it's locked behind a loading screen. Chickens can defeat moblins. That is true. So we're still going to start with Zora's Domain because that is by far the simplest for us to complete. Is there any... Does anyone know where any shock weapons are? I'm going the wrong way. Does anybody know where any shock weapons are? Gonna have fun Gregging Hyrule. I will. Thank you, Oswaldism, for showing up. It'd take a while, but chickens could probably defeat a boss that doesn't stay in the air the whole time. Yeah. Looking at the map for a shock weapon right now. Well, thank you. But in theory, we could defeat all the bosses with chickens other than Dark Beast Ganon, but that's because he locked behind the bow of light. Has anybody tried to defeat Dark Beast Ganon with a chicken? I don't even think you can. You probably can't because of the loading screen. That'd be funny, though. Oh, you can't even do Calamity Ganon with the chicken because... And it is what it is. The shock arrows on top of the Lionel Mountain. I know, but we're looking for just a regular shock weapon. I don't think chickens can make it on Divine Beasts. But we will take one with us. Because we can. Into Hyrule Castle, that is. We will take one with us into Hyrule Castle. Because that would be cool to see if it can defeat a boss. Because in theory, the only enemies that we would have to defeat ourselves would be Fire Blight because of the shield thing it grows, as well as Thunder Blight with the Magnesis. Everything else could, in theory, be done with chicken. Bow Mountain under Rito Village has Thunderblade. No, that's not Coco. I don't. I can't read. Which things use elemental rods? True, they do. Loot the castle now and get the shock weapon. We'll loot it later because we won't need a shock weapon for Ruta. I can remember their names. Back to the Future and Lego Dimensions has a Legend of Zelda chickens. Wait a minute. That's weird. Is there any thunder weapons nearby though? That would be lovely if there were. But I don't think so. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. The only three that aren't in Hebra or Gerudo Desert is in Farron. Great. Or on an enemy. Okay. Well, that's great. How do you get the Wizrobe wands? Yeah, that's the thing. We would have to defeat them because they don't just drop their wand. Oh, there is that tower, but with a bunch of enemies that have shock weapons. I think there might be one or two shock weapons that aren't in their possession, but that tower is also all the way near Hebra, so... Ooh, nope, I missed my jump. Wow, I'm very good at this game, chat. They do drop if you shock them, well... That's not good. The Bantha Tower? Yeah, that one. There's an electric sword in the Colosseum. Okay. Ooh, that was a big jump. Thank you, Greg. Sorry. But I didn't press anything. Why did he do that? That's a great question. I wouldn't know. I say I have a lot of hours in this game, which is true, but that doesn't mean I have everything memorized. There's a shock weapon near you if you fight a Stalnox. Okay. Isn't there a way to collect their weapons without defeating them? Like, I know with a regular Hinox, you can shoot them in the eye, which I know isn't great. Or you can go on them as they're sleeping and loot their weapons. So couldn't you technically do the same with a Stalnox if you like glide down onto it from above? You know? Can't you just magnesis the weapon off? You could. I don't know that. I've never tried it because I always just fight them. Isn't there also some thunder weapons inside of shrines? It's in Nakolda. I don't know where that is. I'll be honest, I don't have all the... I have none of the location names memorized other than like Hebra, Eldon, Gerudo, and that's it. Can you shoot enemies as long as you don't kill them? I would prefer not to. Because then that's still dealing damage, which isn't very pacifist of Greg. What if the Rudania issues other than moblins? It's kind of just moblins. There are its drones, but if I do go farther enough ahead, I would be able to just block all the drones with the metal. You can buy a Larulan village. Buy what? Shock arrows? We don't need shock arrows. We need a shock weapon. Like a sword. Who should be able to deal damage to moblins? True. They should. I think you're one of my favorite streamers. Well, thank you, Angus. Adventures. Glad you enjoy the streams I stream. I have a suggestion. Use stealth as much as humanly possible and buy stealth suit first. That's basically what I did with my without being seen. Is only stealthed. What you do, and we're trying to do Ruta first as our first divine beast with as minimal enemy casualties as possible. Because, you know, killing is bad. Got to go. It says 11 p.m. We'll have a good one. Can you drop metal objects on enemies? I wouldn't say that's very pacifist of me, considering I'd still be the one doing the damage, because I'd be causing it to follow them. It's a great Thunderblade in Hyrule Field. See, I thought there was one in Hyrule Field. Catch you next time. Well, hopefully you will have a good time between then. Why did I say it like that? That sounds weird. I don't know. Have a good one. This is like without being seen, but different. It's similar. Are you doing a pacifist run? Exactly. So we're going to be causing as little harm to enemies as much as possible. We're still going to do the Divine Beast because we have to fight the Blights either way. But we can't do every Divine Beast. Drop enemies onto a bunch of objects. Like trap enemies with a bunch of objects? I don't think so. Because unlike Tears of the Kingdom, there's not really a bunch of objects that can be moved unless they're magnetic. Majora's Mask? That would be helpful, but that also wouldn't help with the run at all, since for Rudania, we still need to defeat the two Moblins in order to save Yonobo the second time. Where am I going? If it was Tears of the Kingdom, you could use Topaz. No, because that would still be damaging them. No Tingle would 100% help. Maybe. But I feel like you need to do the Divine Beast. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 that we can do. There's only 2 Divine Beasts that we can actually complete. Flammable in Hyrule Castle. Accidentally drop on the enemies. Yeah, but that's still me causing the damage. How would that help? I'm curious. The tingle set? I have no idea. Maybe because it's tingle. And tingle is weird. I heard Laser Boy. Yeah, this isn't a Without Being Seen run. This is just Pacifist run. Without Being Seen was a long time ago. It's still on my channel. Still one of my best performing videos. Not my best, but still one of my best performing videos. You accidentally killed him? Well, is it an accident if I do it on purpose? Because then it's not an accident. Rudania might be possible with the cuckoos, but I'm not 100%. Also, we're going to say hi to Impa because I feel like it. Hello. You're not Impa. Gotta head out. I'll be back in half an hour. If you're still streaming, I should be. But have a good one. No one knows it's on purpose? I know it's on purpose. No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to enter the door. No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to enter the door. Thank you. It's aura and toughness that would make monsters.
So, you're finally awake.
Like, you push a rock and it doesn't see the
It has
bokoblin,
been quite a
and you don't
long
see the
time.
bokoblin. See, that would be an accident. If I didn't know the bokoblin was there and pushed a rock and hit a bokoblin. But the thing is, I would be purposefully putting a metal object on something, dropping a metal object, purposefully, whatever. But if I were to place a shock weapon on the ground with a metal weapon and it causes a current, and then I do whatever and they run over it while chasing me, would that be on purpose? Because they would be walking over it.
Oh,
And I just placed it there. They didn't have to walk on it. See? Would that count? I'm trying to think. You can kill guardians because they're technically not alive. They're just robots. Well, true, I'm still not going to. Because, you know, the less kills, the better. Hello, Andariari.
oh,
Still drinking my Dr. Pepper.
oh. Oh,
Would count if there was an intended use. It would be some, well, like placing a trap. I guess so. Hey, don't you think it's weird that you can understand each other with English 5 years ago? But now I do. It's so fascinating how human language works. Human language is interesting, especially English is weird. Oh, sorry, Impa. Hey, I didn't make contact. See? I hit her pillow. That was an accident. I did not mean to swing my weapon. No contact was made on Impa. I hit her pillow. It was aggressive, but it wasn't damage towards her. Sorry, Impa, for scaring you like that. That wasn't very pacifist of Greg, but he didn't cause any damage. So here's a cuckoo. You'll be useful later, maybe, hopefully. Impa's gonna sue you? No, it'll be fine. She probably doesn't even have the money anymore, so she can't sue me. Morgan Freeman should play Impa in the Zelda movie. True! How does the hammer go through here? It didn't. It hit her pillow. Okay, so where's oh, did I not get the quest for the Divine Beast? I might be stupid. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm gonna turn the map mode on just so I can see my map. There we go. Now I know where I'm going. Would it be pacifist to steal a chicken? Pacifist isn't not breaking laws. Pacifist is just not causing damage or like not hurting something. So I would say stealing the chicken is fine because I'm not like physically hurting someone or anything. Getting sued could work as a challenge idea. Doing something that could get you sued means giving up items in your inventory. That would be very interesting. I would have to figure out the logistics and everything, but that could work weirdly. You're hurting the chicken? I wouldn't be the one hurting the chicken. The enemy would. And then the chicken would be retaliating. See, there's the difference. I'd be picking up the chicken. I'd be taking it to a location. And then the enemy would be hitting the chicken, and the chicken would be retaliating back at the enemy. See what I'm saying? It's not quite the same, because I'm not hurting the chicken. Got range. Spin on that idea. A legal run where you can't break any laws. I've thought of something like that. Like, have you seen somebody where they, like, can I beat Minecraft without breaking the law of Islam or something like that? Like, I've seen something like that. I thought about it with Breath of the Wild, but some of the stuff just wouldn't work. Or not as well. It would be too... It wouldn't be the same. Oh man. I don't want to be sued again. What? Just kidding, I've never been sued. I don't even know where I'm going, other than Varuta. Delicious Dr. Pepper. Any horses? Oh, I could ride a deer. Chat, should we ride a deer? No! Stop running. Drink Monster, not Dr. Pepper. Monsters does not work the same on me. Monster does not give me energy. Despite having more caffeine and having a more pizzazz flavor, that's a weird way to describe it, but despite having more of a pizzazz to it and more caffeine, Monster just doesn't work on me. Dr. Pepper, though, that's the good stuff. That makes me feel good. Here. Please. Okay, thank you. Alright, now we got some transportation. You said drink a Monster, not Dr. Pepper. Your ADHD stimulants don't work for... I've never been diagnosed, so I can't say for sure. But I wouldn't be surprised. At least a little bit, you know? Wouldn't be surprised, but also not diagnosed, so I can't say. You know what would make you feel even better? Water. True, water's great. I usually drink water on streams, but today I felt like drinking a Dr. Pepper. Okay, dear. Can I, I'll leave you here. Bye-bye, thank you. Drink the water from Breath of the Wild monster. Nuh-uh. Okay, we gotta get over there. We'll just go this way. Aren't the fairies in your pouch alive and you kill them to heal? No, they don't die to heal you. What was this clip you made? Oh, Morgan Freeman should play it. Morgan Freeman should play Impa. But no, the fairies don't die when you die. They just heal you and fly off. Pepper is Pepsi product, so it is not Pepsi product. They're their own thing. Hate to break it to you, but Dr. Pepper is not owned by Coke or Pepsi. You can search it up. They're not owned by either. It's a common misconception. And there's the last of my Dr. Pepper gun. See, it's not. It is its own thing. Dr. Pepper is Dr. Pepper. They're also the same people behind Canada Dry. and possibly Werner's Ginger Ale. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But they also have Canada Dry and Werner's, and they are their own thing from Dr. Pepper. What do you think about the country Europe, you American man of freedom? Honestly, Europe, I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I know someone who lives in the UK, and it doesn't sound horrible. So. Oh, you're a... Greg, hey, come here. No, I'm not jumping in the water. You could try to do a run where you get out of your way to break every applicable law. Mayhaps. Dr. Pepper partners with Pepsi or Coke bottling facility. They don't have their own. Dr. Pepper is honestly the best out of Pepsi. They do. I mean, I'm talking about the company that owns the drink is not Coke or Pepsi. Pacifist. Riz the fish? No. I will agree that the Zora are quite fascinating, but I'm not going to riz the fish. Oh, there! Look at there's a big barrel. I like the big barrels. Oh, there's 2 big barrels here. I didn't know that. Fight each other. Aw. Family of barrels. You're on my TV. Uh-oh. That's scary to think I'm on someone's TV. You see, I don't ever watch YouTube on TV. I only ever watch it on my PC or on my phone, but my phone is very rare. Why is his spear in the water? So thinking about someone watching my videos on TV is very interesting. I went to the UK and it's so dirty. It sucks there. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't need the spear. We already got enough. And plus, we're not going to be fighting anyone anyways. As much as they try to fight us, we will not fight back. Peace is an option. What run is this? This is a pacifist run. So we are going to defeat as few enemies as possible, including bosses. We're going to do as few bosses as possible. But we're still going to try to do the divine beasts as much as possible. Weird how it goes. There's like a weird circle, but it'll make sense. Excuse my sniffle. Ooh, I did not kill these birds. Or whatever. This is their food that they left out, and I'm just taking it. I did not harm any animals to get this meat. So that's free good. That's free good. Free good. That's free range. Watching on a school Chromebook. Don't do anything stupid. It's basically a Halo easy mode speedrun to hack past everything. Basically, except without the hacking. I thought pacifist means kill everyone. No, that's genocide. Pacifist is when you kill as little possible. Like, for example, Undertale. The pacifist route is when you don't kill anyone or fight anyone. The genocide route is when you kill everyone and fight everyone. You play Halo? I have not played a Halo game. I know I'm a fake gamer because I don't play ball and gun games. I'm a fake gamer because I don't take personal enjoyment out of ball and gun. 9 times out of 10. There are some gun games I do like. Like recently a friend of mine got me Helldivers 2. And I got motion controls working on there. And I am enjoying it. It is very hard and very stressful. But I haven't been enjoying it so far. Just go straight to Ganon. No, that's boring. Going straight to Ganon is the most boring thing you can do with the challenge. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, that is just boring. Imagine playing Breath of the Wild while watching this at the same time. What? Best streamer of all time, by the way. Oh. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Merkel. Mercel? Did I butcher your name? I feel bad now. One thing you should know is I suck at pronouncing names. What Zelda town would you live in? I really like the soundtrack in Rito Village, but I know realistically there wouldn't be soundtrack if you were living there in real life. Zora's Domain's beautiful. Gerudo Town's really nice. The one I wouldn't live in is Goron Town. I'll be honest. No, Goron City. Be honest, I would not live in Goron City because it's super duper hot, and there's lava everywhere. And honestly, it's the least visually appealing. It's not that it's bad or ugly, but it's just like the least. It's German. It's funny because I'm part German, but I'm not like German enough. Like I'm a little bit German, but just a tiny bit. By the way, you should play Cyberpunk, but it's only if you get PS5 or PS4 will explode. Well, I don't have a PS4, so good thing I don't need to worry about that. I don't even have a PS5. All I have is a Switch 2 and a PC, because that's all I need. Why? Because my PC can run any game a PS5 can run, and almost every PS5 game will get ported to PC at some point. And an Xbox, when's the last time they released a game? I don't know. And Nintendo's never putting their stuff on PC. And before anyone says pirating, Switch 2 emulation is going to take like 10 years. And I'm not going to wait 10 years to play Switch 2 games. Especially since there's content on the line that I could be making. So, yeah. I just have Switch 2 and PC because that's all I need. Ow! Yeah, I forgot Cyberpunk was on Steam. It is, I think. Autocorrect play planet 880. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry for not knowing, because I don't know a lot of things. Yes, it's raining. You can't live in Gerudo Town. It bans votes. Oh, I know. I still think Gerudo Town's nice. Play planet's actually super tough. I don't know anything about it. Plus, I'm going to be honest, guys. Money's kind of tight right now. Because, like, YouTube doesn't pay as well as you think, guys. And plus, money is something I need for, like, things like taxes. So I can't just buy any games you want me to. One day, hopefully, that'll be the opposite. I play Fanboy Roommate. Nah, I'm good. Not right now. Maybe another stream. For the unaware, pacifist, peaceful, like Pacific, peaceful, comes from the Latin pax, peace. That's cool. I didn't know that. Thank you, Franz de Bozarode. I probably butchered that. AM Play Planet. Well, I don't know anything about Planet. And I don't have taxes in the Great 2026. I know, isn't that insane? Unfortunately, they are something that needs to be paid. Sorry, Franz. I didn't mean to. It just happens. Words are not my strong suit. Both saying, reading, pronouncing. Nah, they're just not. Oh, my Boko shield's badly damaged. No. Oh, I was hoping it would break and I'd fall down. It's a fake name, don't worry. Oh, okay, good. Whew. I am going to go up to the waterfall to collect the shock arrows just because I think it would be fun having the Lionel chase us the whole time. Think Link pays taxes? Nah. We get millions of dollars. Why do you need to pay taxes? I know. Why? Like, they got so much money. But no, that's just not how it works. Taxes aren't fun, and YouTube pays alright. Not great. But one day, hopefully, that'll change. This week's video, tomorrow's video, honestly, it's a good video. Look forward to tomorrow's video. I usually don't hype up my videos, but tomorrow's is good. Like, it is a great video. Is the Switch 2 worth it? Personally, for me, it is, because I had a Switch Lite with drift since... No, I didn't have drift since I got it, but it's had drift for a while, and so playing games was annoying. And then, you know, Switch. I was waiting for a Switch 2 because I didn't want to buy a Switch 1 then a Switch 2. So personally, for me, yeah, the Switch 2 is worth it. It's all totally up to you. Like Val seems like a fake name. Really?
Not accepting visitors at this time. I shall escort you out.
No.
Pardon my manners, but are you a Hylian?
Yes. Google, why are you sending me an email?
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Please, please come in.
I don't need to know this. I don't need to know that my storage is 25% full. I've had this account for years, and it's finally at 25%. I think I'll be fine, Google. YouTube for life? I wish. Hopefully one day. One day I'll make good money on YouTube. Just not today. Though, to be fair, it's been on an uphill. Except January's gonna suck. Which is why I will be streaming more instead of uploading more on January. Mifa who? It's based on likes and subs? Actually, no. Income is based purely on views. Like, you could have, like, 1 million subscribers, but if you only get, like, a few thousand views, you're not making a lot from that video. But likes and subs will make you a higher chance of getting good views. But you can also have, like, 100 views. Not if you can have 1,000 subscribers and just be monetized, and then get a video with 1 million views, and then that's a lot of money. So it doesn't really depend. Yeah, views is what gives you money. But you're not rich? You're like the best Zelda player. Yeah, no, I'm not. Hi, Ruta. YouTuber. Yeah, funny as you say that because I started off as a Monster Hunter YouTuber, and then I became an Arkham YouTuber, and now I'm basically a Zelda YouTuber. It just keeps changing because it depends on what I feel like doing. And not everybody wants to stay for each game that I decide to do, which is perfectly fine. But most of my following is from Arkham and Breath of the Wild. But if I post an Arkham video now, it just doesn't do well. I'm still going to post some occasionally, but they just don't do very well. Like, if you go back on my channel, you'll see, like, this whole Batman Arkham City, but I'm literally just a man. That's the only reason I'm monetized right now. Or that's what got me monetized. But, like, if I did another man video recently, and it did horribly, and I'm never doing man again. What do you think about the country of Africa, America? I don't know much about it other than one time I got a perfect score on a test regarding each country and each body of water. So, if you asked me now, I want to know. YouTube is way better than a boring 9 to 5. True, but the thing is I don't get decent money like a 9 to 5. That's the problem. The 9 to 5 would get me so much more money, which is why I'm hoping YouTube pays off, because I've been doing YouTube for just about a year at this point, and it's been doing way better than when I started, but I'm still not making a lot, because that's just how it works. I will steal your shock arrow. No, I don't want to talk to you. What you doing? I don't care. I'm gonna steal your arrow, Segan. Such a dumb name. Come on, Segan. Give me your arrow. Get out of the way. Give me. Oh, he didn't care. Usually he complains. That was weird. I'm gonna work McDonald's when I'm older. That's probably not even... it's better than nothing, that's for sure. But from what I understand, depending on where you live, the payment can be completely different. Manham Knight would get a lot more views than Manham's DLC. See, you say that, but that's just not true. Not anytime soon. Oh yeah, let me... Oh, I'm not even supposed to... You know what? We'll do the quest out of order. I'm not even supposed to go up to get the shock arrows yet. But I forgot to talk to the guy. Meow. And yoink. Doesn't your stamina recover in Tears of the Kingdom when you're going up a waterfall versus Breath of the Wild? I think it does. Because it's like they actually want you to just not fall. Fleet lotus seeds, delicious. Hot-footed frog, not delicious. You don't have much. Thank you for the 100 bits. I don't even know how bits work. I'll be honest. Twitch bits, I have no idea what they even do, but thank you for the 100 bits. Dr. Ducky, thank you. Now we're gonna encounter the Lionel, but we're not gonna do it. Which do you like more, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? I get asked that often. Breath of the Wild, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more. Like a teeny, 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 tiny bit. Okay, but before the Lionel, I'll be right back. I have returned. Let me get rid of that. 100 bits is about 1.59 euros. Well, thank you. All right. Oops. Oops. BRB is simple but effective. It is. Because I don't have anything else set up yet. I think Breath of the Wild is much better. Tears of the Kingdom and just cheese the whole game. I think Tears of the Kingdom is still a very good game. But Breath of the Wild is just that teeny tiny tad bit better. And I mean teeny tiny. Because I still enjoy both of them a lot. I do think Breath of the Wild is way more replayable, though. Like, way more replayable friendly. Like, by a lot. What? Oh, a lizard. Okay, how many? 10. We need 20? How many shock arrows do we need? I think it's 20. Unless I'm mistaken. It be 20, okay. Lionel's over there, he doesn't care. Another one here. We tried speedrunning? Not yet. Though it could be fun. But obviously it wouldn't work quite as well as if like Point Crow or Small Ant did it because they're known for speedrunning. If I did it, it would just be like, alright, cool, you're some Glup Itto guy. That's okay. Actually surprised you're able to do all of this without even bothering the Lionel. I forgot to grab the fast travel at Zora's Domain, but you know, the Lionel is not even bothered. He's still just doing his little route. I'm honestly shocked that he didn't notice us. Thank you for being cooperative. Are you doing a full run now? I don't know if I'll be able to do it all in this stream, but I'm going to get as much done as I can. Because that's what I like to do. Unless it's a John Hylian stream, then I like to do set stuff so that the next stream after the video comes out, hopefully more people would stop by. But, yeah, this one was a little easier than I thought. Shocked like the shock arrows. See, I didn't want to point it out that I said that because I realized after I said it, but it's okay. Pun not intended, but it was also intended. Blink. And blink. Oh, that was actually perfect. That was actually insanity. Everyone behaving for the most part, yeah. I think. Then we're gonna grab this shrine just to fast travel. Gotta love a good pun, intentional or not. I love it, especially when they're unintentional. Because then they're even better. Sometimes an intentional pun can be funny. But when they're unintentionally done, but still are funny, that's the best kind. Okay, we're not gonna do the shrine because, you know, who cares? Get me out of here. We will, because I like it, grab this sword. We can drop... We can drop a Boko Club. How many bits for I to send you to Naboris? Save that for a different stream because we're just not gonna do Naboris. Because we kind of can't. Do you play Minecraft? Not very often, but I do have it. If I become desperate enough, I'll start a Minecraft Let's Play and get 1 billion views and 1 million subscribers instantly. But that's only if I become desperate enough. Alright, memory time. Yes, Link, that is Mifa, the fish that wanted you. You don't remember, because you wiped your memory out of fear. Because you have to kill Master Koga. Exactly. That would be an unintentional person to fight. My mom made me so much homemade chicken noodle soup yesterday, and it's amazing. That's great. What the heck happened here? Held a message for smart detection? What does that mean? Oh, well... I understand why the message was held, but I didn't get the reasoning. It didn't say why. Gotta head out. See you next time. Have a good one. It's Greg. Yeah, this is... No, sorry. I meant Greg. My bad. Okay, Greg. Sorry. I forgot your name. Mifa, I remember. Uh-oh. You look at the Greg suit fits perfectly. Rip Mifa, yeah. But hey, she's still technically alive as a ghost, which is dead but alive. Which doesn't make sense, but she's not completely dead. Just mostly. It's like the Princess Bride, mostly dead. Oh, I already got all the shock arrows there, stupid. I don't even need to worry about going back up there because I already have them. Stupid. What's your name again? I forget. Not Sidon. I want to know the other guy. What's his name? Because I don't care about him. I guess we'll never know. The manta ray looking guy. He's stupid. Mizu is Mizutsune from Monster Hunter. Muzu is this guy. What would you think if there was a surprise mainline Zelda game like a follow-up to Tears of the Kingdom? I'd be both excited and disappointed because I'm ready for the Breath of the Wild era to be over because this is like the most an era has stayed. But also, if they change it up enough, I would still play it. I would still enjoy it. But I just feel like they should move on at this point. Okay, you should try some only one item group runs. It would be time consuming, but it would be a great way to gain views because there aren't that many YouTubers that do this stuff, and it's actually funny. I thought about a Nuzlocke idea where I can only grab one weapon per region on the map. Gotta go, good luck? Well, thank you. How many bits do you have? Oh, yeah, I already read that. Kill the wild arrow Link. Well, he's trying his best. I want a multiplayer Zelda game. There were a few. Like, there was that one with the 3 links. I forget what it's called. It was on 3DS. That one was multiplayer. And then, technically speaking, you could say Age of Calamity and Imprisonment are multiplayer because you can play them with 2 people. Oh. I thought you were saying OOO as like an acronym. I was trying to figure it out. A Nuzlocke sounds fun. Whoa, he said nothing, chat. That's crazy. No whistle sprint? Makes it too easy. 4 swords, I have that. Oh, it's 4, not 3. Okay. Hello, Sidon. As we discussed before, the Divine Beasts themselves will not count towards the not pacifist run since they are a part of the quest. Only the enemies blocking the Divine Beasts or inside the Divine Beasts will count. So as long as we don't hurt those or attack those, we're good. The Divine Beasts we're allowed to fight. Oh, okay, that's what I was thinking of. Triforce Heroes. Alright, Ruta. No more messing around. We got the big guys here. Ah, wow. Ruta got excited. Weird. Yes, I will get up there and attack the elephant. Hit its pink spots. How corny on a scale of 1 to 10 do you think the meme reset is? What do you mean meme reset? Did I miss something? Is the internet doing stuff again without me realizing? Sorry for not being chronically online. Shock arrows. Ooh, skadoosh. Okay, you're one of the only watchable English YouTubers right now. Yippee! Thank you. Hopefully that'll... Ooh, wait, get it. Okay, good. Hopefully that I'll continue to be watchable and not become insufferable. Uh-oh. This is the wrong side, Sidon. Sidon, no, we gotta go on... We need to go to the other side. Okay, it's fine. We'll still got plenty of stamina. And we're done. Because technically we weren't really harming anything because this is a giant robot. And before you say Guardians are robots too, I don't care, they're an enemy. This is just a robot that was possessed. And we turned off its power by short-circuiting it. Before you say anything, that robots don't have feelings. Unless you go into a specific video game where robots do in fact have feelings. Detroit Become Human. But this isn't the same thing. So, this is perfectly fine. What Zelda games have you played? Unfortunately, not very many. I've played Link Between Worlds, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Age of Calamity, a tiny bit of Age of Imprisonment, and then like some of the older one, I think, but I don't remember. Basically bring back old memes and no one is allowed to post memes created in 2020 plus.
Well, Link, here we are.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of old
Looks like
memes are
this is
just
where the real
better.
work starts.
So, but it is a little corny.
Best of luck. Nice job cutting off the water flow for
Loki
Mr.
old
Violence.
memes weren't really funny. It just nostalgic. True, but I do think some of them were at least made more sense. Like 6-7 doesn't make sense. 21 was funny because it was a kid being stupid.
Show the enemy no
This one was just a kid saying
I'll see you
6-7
back in
really
Sol's
dumbly.
domain.
Like there was
farewell.
no lead up. There was no reason for it to be funny. How do you record on Switch 2? Capture card. Capture card plugs into the Switch 2 and then into the capture card, and then the capture card plugs into the monitor. 10 out of 10 corniness. That's perfectly understandable for you. 21 isn't dead. Alright, so now we're going to have to defeat this without defeating any enemies. Which should sound simple, but it's going to be a little more complicated because we're going to be attacked the whole time in some of the spots.
You're here, I must say, now.
LG memes were brain rot 1. They were patient 0 with the brain rot.
You'll need 'em.
Oh, I remember why I needed a shield. It's not for this. But I remember now. Ah.
The guidance stone.
Well. There is an eye that is kind of a pain in the butt. Ow. Don't do that. Stop. Harry? How are we gonna break the eyeball, though? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm not worried about this guardian as much as I am about this eyeball. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Do you think I could get the guardian to shoot the eyeball? Come on. Maybe? Maybe? Not quite. Come on. Oop, oop, oops. Come on, it's right here. Okay, maybe not. Can I just... Nope, that didn't work. I do have a backup plan, but it will be a little... Not really backup, though. That's the problem. Hello. You come with me? You have a leaf, so I could, in theory, just push him. If he doesn't want to come all the way this way. Doesn't seem like it. See, what I'm worried about... No, stop. I gotta somehow get this eye. It's the same with swords. Would just be a normal run then. Yeah. Here, actually, let me see if it can shoot this eye. Maybe it just can't shoot eyes. Maybe they can't shoot eyes. Okay. Hello, Husk Miner. Here, come here. Ow. Okay, wait. Aw, man, they can't even hit the eyes. Okay, so that is not worth our time right now. If you deflect the laser into the eye, maybe here. Let's save, just so we don't run out of shields. But in theory, we wouldn't be blocking to parry it. We'd be blocking to defend ourselves, and they would have happened to. The laser would have happened to parry back. So let's see if that works. Come here. No, take out your shield. Link. Shield. You have a shield. Pull out the shield. Does that have a one-handed weapon? Now, okay, so I need to have my weapon drawn. Otherwise, he won't pull out his shield. Let's see how it goes. Okay, well that didn't. But okay. Okay, so that's just not gonna work. Do we have any other ideas on what could possibly get rid of this eye? I think Link's parry is intentional on Link's part. Yeah, that's why I wasn't parrying. That's why I was just trying to get the bullet to deflect. But I guess it won't deflect and deal damage. Feel the eye, it's an eye. But you don't understand. That's not how it works. I dive onto it. As dumb as that sounds. And I just go, whee! No. In wind. Of course not. Fireblight and Thunderblight would low-key be impossible since no reflecting. No, I'm not. The thing, I'm not worried about bosses. I'm worried about getting to the bosses. Pretty sure that's just hit the eyelid and not the eye. True, the eyelid is invincible. So that very much could have been the case. Are you going to befriend Ganon? No, we'll just start talking and I'll be like, hey, don't kill me. Ow, that's not what I wanted. Why did he stop moving? Now, why would he stop moving? Okay, come on. Hit the eye. Maybe I need to have it so he's not hitting the eyelid. So let's get it over here. Come here. I need you over here. Good boy. No, keep coming. Keep coming. Okay. Now stay there. Now laser me. Come on. Crap. Crappy doodle. I'm just gonna eat this. You have an idea? Don't just say hit it, because that's not gonna work. And I'm drowned. Okay. Cryonis under the eye, it doesn't work. What if you accidentally shoot an electric arrow in the water? Actually, let me test something. Come here. Come here. Come on. I asked you earlier if what's your idea. As long as it's not just kill it. Okay. Maybe you can drop something on it. No, but that's still intentional. Okay, stay there. I want to see if you can go in the shallow water. Can you go in the shallow water? You can. Okay. Now stay in the shallow water. And now can you move backwards, please? Okay. And boom. Kill the eyeball. Okay, and the douche. Skadoosh. And skadoosh. And skadoosh. And skadoosh. Okay. Actually, I may have put you too far. Okay, let's I'm gonna put you on a pedestal. And now shoot me. Okay, don't shoot me. Okay, well, he can't see me, apparently. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, now shoot the eyeball. Ow. And you can't even... Keeps hitting the ice. Stop hitting the ice. The water stops the shot. I'm starting to think so too. Can we get a Coco on board? I don't think so. But we can explore to see if there's any other options. Yeah, and see what else is here to our disposal. I do have an idea, but I'm not sure. That's the problem. Do these guys disappear when they go in the water? Because could I get just this to follow me and then do that attack? Maybe. Follow me, young one. No, why did you turn? Oh, I didn't want to hit it. Just give up and kill the... No, you don't... You clearly have never attended my older streams, bro. I tend to not give up and eventually succeed. So... I'll think of a solution. It is just the tip of the iceberg. It's got a fireblade cannon. It's borderline impossible. No, I don't think you guys are thinking about it in the same way I... Ooh. Yeah, you guys should read the description real quick. Let me just test something. Will it work? Oop. I just wanted to... This is just a test. If I were to... If I don't miss. If I were to, in theory, take this and just... Just a test. Okay, that doesn't work. So I do want to try something. What happens if I shoot this with a shock arrow? Okay, that doesn't quite reach. What happens if I shoot it here with a shock arrow? Can a shock arrow even kill it? No, a shock arrow shock doesn't hurt that thing. Okay. Yeah. A bomb would count because it would be us detonating. Wait! Let me try something. Because if they hit this bomb, will it blow up? Hit the bomb. If they hit the bomb, will the bomb detonate? It's going to be kind of hard to test. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. He hit the bomb. I did not press the detonate button. See, look it. I'm not gonna press the detonate button. Oop. Okay, wait. Let me redo my health. I didn't press the detonate button. So in theory, thank you for the bomb comment. And then wait. Let me do one more test. And then I'm going to reload again. Can a bomb blow up this guy? It can. Okay. New plan. We need to place a bomb in the water, then have the Guardian shoot the bomb. It would be our bomb, but we did not use the bomb to cause harm. They set off the bomb themselves. As complicated and weird as that logic is. Yes, I know. Leave me alone. Let's and a little ah, crap. You know what? This is fine. Can I pick it up? No. Push it a bit. Okay, well, either way. Come here, boy. I need you once I recover my stamina. I'll even go off of the bombs. I need you to hit this. Let me heal up. Oh, yeah. See, I wasn't even on bombs. I was on Cryonis. So we did not kill it. We did not defeat it. The Guardian blew up the bomb that defeated it. Fantastic. Thank you to whoever was the one that mentioned bombs. I'll scroll up in chat. Wait, would a bomb count as technically you detonating it later? Thank you, Nitro24, for the bomb, inspiration, I'd say. Thank you for the inspiration behind mentioning the word B-O-M-B, because now we were able to not blow it up, because we weren't the one to blow up the
Good.
bomb.
You will see some. Take Ruta back. Be careful.
Now, you could argue we had the intention to blow it up, but it's not the same as purposely dropping something on its head. We just placed the bomb nearby, and then the other thing went, ooh, a bomb, let me blow it up. Only took 20 minutes. That's normal. I've had way worse. Your Honor, I did not kill the man. I just put him in a situation where he was most likely to die. See, exactly. That's Oops, that was a bad timing. Another one's on top in the fire terminal. Oh yeah, you're so right. How are we gonna get that one? I don't know.
There are fort.
Hello, escape. Chuck. Use me as a... Oh, but no, I'm gonna die now because of my shield. Get up, Greg. Get up. No! Screw it. Why did he do that? Sound a bit older? No, I think I'm just tired. Flame breaker armor set will be fairy upgrade to get through the fire. We could do that, though that would take a while. What are the upgrade materials needed to upgrade it to max? Because I'm pretty sure we might need monster parts, which is an issue. Like, that's the problem I see. We might need monster parts. We're all tired nowadays. True. Monster parts can be bought. True. That is a thing that can happen. But that doesn't mean it's convenient. Or easy. Well, I mean, it would still be worth it. Okay, come on. Your time. That works. People that you can't climb the Divine Beast. I mean, their material is, like, mostly flat. And does not look very grippy. So, there's stasis. There's stasis. And boink. You need moblin parts for flame breaker. Okay. That would be a little complicated to get.
There are 3
Get the chest? We could. But I'm gonna have to wait now. Because we can't really, get the phantom armor? Maybe. Though, probably not yet. I've seen Link climb flat walls. True. Oh, that was terrible. There we go. There's the chest. No, don't fall. Okay. Ancient core. Well, shucks, I wanted to go on this platform. That's okay. Hello. Thanks for the button. Here for the chest. Can you tell your fans to stop beefing? Yeah, guys, shut up. That's not... Just don't be stupid. No, okay, that was a little rude. Calm down, guys. Be nice. Well, just because your mom told you doesn't mean it's correct or good. Because that's not how that works. How do we get the Malice? We placed a bomb next to it, and then the Guardian Scout shot the bomb. So, while we did place the bomb, we weren't the one to kill it, because the bomb... We were on Cryonis, too. We had no intention of it blowing up, obviously. I know it's a little bit of a bending of the rules, but we did not directly harm it, as if we were to, like, blow up the bomb ourselves.
There are 2 terminals remaining.
Yes, I know, Mifa. Thank you. I forgot about the cranky one. Oops. So here's a bit of a problem that might need some solving. So, there's an eye there that is preventing us from cranking it. But there are gears, so let's give this a shot. Can you guys not follow me? Well, I can't hit them. Then what's the point of being able to stasis them? Okay, well, plan B. What? How come they can go through the fire? How come the fire doesn't hurt them? That's stupid. Are glitches allowed in this? I'd prefer to use them as little as possible. Ow. You're a victim of circumstance, not a killer. See? Can't lie, I would never thought of a way to kill the Malicize. Well, it was because of Nitro. They gave me the idea of bombs. They didn't say specifically to use the bombs, but saying the word bomb sparked the inspiration. I think if we were just careful enough, we could just get lucky with the ragdoll and not have to like... I think if we get lucky enough with the ragdoll, we might be fine. Alright, calm down, Playing Planet. Hello, maybe sentient soul. Hello. What is the other way to get up there? The only way I know is to use the trunk. Hey! Dude! Come on. That's rude. Trust me, use apparatus storage. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to use any glitches. I'll be honest, I barely ever use them. So I don't know how to use them, like, period. Also, wouldn't, like, doing funky stuff involve, like, needing to overload? Or am I thinking of the wrong glitch? Because I don't know anything about glitches. Most glitches need overload? Okay. But the problem is, I can't overload. I don't have the bows necessary. This is where I'd need it to be. But there's an eye sealing it shut. Ah, what did... Leave me alone. Stop it. Ooh, that was overshot. Ice arrows. Ow. Why did it have... Why don't these guys die in the fire? Like, come on. We don't need to name a horse right now. There is no horse right now. Just the setup will cause some effects to happen. So, like, you will not take elemental damage, but your paraglider pulls you down. Also, I don't have ice arrows, so the person who asked that earlier. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Oh, I didn't want to... Let's just reload. I have an idea. I have an idea. Involves magnesis. It'll be kind of difficult to get up there, but it might work. Because you know, what's famously used in this game to block fire? Metal objects. So in theory, we might be able to block one of the fiery fires with a metal object. Not sure if it'll work with this chest, but to leave now, but I feel guilty for starting an argument. It's okay. Everyone in chat, I'm sorry for starting. It's okay. So let's get this all the way over here. I think naming the horse after Alexander is quite the great. It's funny. Greg peacefully riding around the most valorant and okay, whatever you said. Words. Now let's we got the chest there. Now let's go up. Nope, go up. Leg. Go up the waterfall. Meow. The only chest that is metal, as far as I know. Now let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Sledgehammer can be moved with magnesis, true. Too. Yeah, but I don't know if it can block fire. Oh gosh. Okay. Where it gets a little tricky. Let's take it slow. Let's take it slow and get the chest all the way up. What is the horse name character limit? It's 9. It is 9. The character limit for a horse is 9. At least in Breath of the Wild. I don't know if it's different in Tears of the Kingdom. I did not switch the bombs. Think it's worth a shot? We'll try to block it with the hammer. Ay, 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 there's stupid dupids here. Guys better not hit me. No, I didn't want to... Why did this have to go so poorly out of nowhere? Please still be up here. If the chest isn't up here, I'll actually be kind of upset. Because I did not fling the chest. I did not fling that chest. The game just said, no magnesis for you. Ay, ay, ay. Guess we're trying again. Thank you for the Fs in chat. We will try with the sledgehammer, but the thing is, I'm concerned the sledgehammer just won't work. Which is why I want to at least have the chest. Second time's the charm. Hey, no, you're not supposed to get closer. What is the plan exactly? Block the fire with a chest, because you can block fire with other metal objects, so why wouldn't this metal object block fire? Question mark. Stop. Problem is, we gotta get it up there. Which isn't quite simple. Oh, I do have a plan B. With getting the chest up there. I'm stupid. I don't need to take it up the trunk. I can just place it up here. Okay. I can just go like this. Okay, well, at least I can put it here, and then we can just go up the trunk twice. Or maybe once, if we're lucky. Petition to rename the challenge Living on a Prayer. It's basically how it feels. I hope I didn't paraglide too early. No, we're good. Oh, okay, look, it does block fire. The problem is... nothing! There is no problem! Can we get some cues in chat?
Just one terminal remaining.
Holy crap, that was actually great. And the last one is just down here. Just needs some cranking. We just gotta crank it. Okay, no spamming, but we could... we don't no need to spam. We just gotta get the cues. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, thank you.
You activated all the terminals.
Yippee!
And be careful.
And now it's just Water Blight, who I do not care about. We're gonna fight it completely normally because that's how the rules are. Because there's kind of no other way to fight it. Maybe, though we can try. Maybe we can have it blow up a bunch of bombs. But I doubt it. Yeah, okay, it can't blow up the bombs. Or can it? Try again. Yeah, it's not blowing up the bombs. Yeah, okay. Because it has guardian aspects to its, but apparently its guardian spear does not count as the typical blue guardian stuff that blows up bombs. Because typically blue guardian related stuff will blow up bombs, but unfortunately it seems Water Blight's spear will not blow up bombs, so we must fight it normally. Parry, spear, and stasis and ice block, and that's it. But parrying would do damage.
Careful, that spear has a long reach.
That's the thing. What do I think about showers and grass? I think both are cool. Here, give me 1 second. Accidentally drop a chest on its head 50 times? I don't think that's how that works. Parrying is less offensive than attacking. Okay, but the whole point is if there is no way to not hit it directly without using our own things, then we just have to fight it normally. So, there's kind of no way, because, you know, what if I place a ice block? Oh, that breaks its spear. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that placing an ice block breaks the spear like that? I had no idea. I learn something new with these games every day, despite being nearly a decade old. That is cool. And then it has to grow it back. Huh. Well, that unfortunately doesn't do damage, though. And also, unfortunately, it can't blow up bombs like the other Guardian could. Yeah, it can't blow up the bombs. And unless it has any other moves that I'm missing... No, it just can't blow up the bombs. So, unless it has a ranged attack that uses a laser, the bombs aren't working. Faces the chest and accidentally aim it. Okay, well, we can't really get the chest. Unless... Is this little guy still out here? Wait a minute. This little guy's still here. Come here. Come to Papa. No, come here. Yeah, okay, now stay there. No, stay. No, don't walk into my attack. I want to get it inside that room and then stasis it off so it can't leave. And then maybe we could have it shoot the bombs. You know what I'm thinking? It'll take a while. But maybe it could shoot the bombs. But then again, phase 2 will be a pain in the butt. Especially with the water rising. Okay. No, you're supposed to get wind out. You know, that's great too. Just walk backwards. Put one here. Put one there. Actually, let's move this. Okay. Now, in theory, it shouldn't be able to leave. And it can still blow up the bombs. Can you accidentally pummel it with a bomb arrow over and over? We don't have bomb arrows. We only have shock and normal. Oop, I don't want to eat the frog. Okay. Boss time.
Careful, that spear has a long...
Can he kill him, though? Oh, he just broke all the ice. Let's make sure you can't leave. Okay. No, don't hit the ice again. I just placed that ice. Stop breaking the ice. Okay, don't break the ice again. Okay, now come here. Yes, you no, don't break the ice again. Stop breaking the ice. Okay, well, I need you to be... It doesn't seem like it wants to leave. So can you do something, Waterblight? Thank you. I need you on there. Okay, now, you know what? I'll put you on a platform, too. Okay, now I need you to shoot all the bombs I have. No, wait. No, shoot my bombs. Ow! Wait, can this... Oh, even that attack doesn't do anything. Okay. Anyways, I need you to... Stop doing that AoE. Stop with the AoE. Stop with the AoE. Ah. Okay. Wait. Stop. Why does it keep doing that attack? Do a different attack. Okay, that did do damage. The only problem is... That's the only problem. We kind of can't survive. So, like, there's not really much that we can do right now. So, Stop! Why is that so big? Okay, so I might have to fight it normally. In theory, theoretically, you could have every single one of those bombs be shot by a Guardian Scout, and they would all be doing damage from that. But the problem is, I don't have the time to do that, or I don't have the infinite money and time like big YouTubers do to do that. Because I have normal people thing to do because I am not rich. So unfortunately, while theoretically it is possible, we're just gonna have to fight it normally. But we were able to do the whole Divine Beast beforehand without any issues whatsoever. Okay, great. We already have a broken weapon. Do all the shrines and then come back. Full hearts, not that hard. Yeah, just 100% the game first, then come back. I suck at... Oh, oops. Hello, someone's ashes. Stop rage baiting me. Why is all my weapons almost broken? I don't think you guys know how to read descriptions. Bosses, while they do count towards the counter, you have to fight them anyways. They're literally impossible to not skip. So might as well do the Divine Beasts and prove that, you know, if you played normally...
Careful. Not much room to operate.
Yes, I know that, Mifa.
Attack.
I can't, it's over there. We have proof of concept the first phase, which is enough for me, but what about the second phase? Theoretically, if the Guardian were to sit here and we placed like a bomb down, it could still shoot it. This is Ganon. Read the name. Go ahead, read the name at the top. Scourge of the Divine Beast, Walruta, Water Blight, Ganon. Well, you didn't say Calamity Ganon, you just said Ganon. All you said was Ganon, and these are all Ganon.
Now it's your turn.
I leave, don't die. I trust you to carry out my wishes. I will do my best. For streaming every videos. Well, thank you, Lucas, or Luke Scores. I hope that you will continue to. And I will continue to make them enjoyable. Ow. Okay, let me not die because I was told not to. I'll eat an acorn.
Defend yourself against
Well, he didn't do a backwards jump because he didn't put his bow away. That's okay. Guardian may have despawned the second phase. That's true. We don't know that. We could have completely despawned. But the next stream be shorter. It's only been 2.5 hours. I can't promise a short stream unless it's a short challenge. And plus, in order to, you know, be able to do the challenge, I gotta take the time to think, like with the bomb stuff and the metal chest. But I can't really force to make the stream shorter. That's all I'm saying. No promises on making shorter streams, because I also need to beat the game, which takes time. Got to go. Bye bye. Well, have a good one. Insanity does stuff. But we didn't die. And now we have an extra heart. Just say we're doing weapon practice. True. 2.5 hours is too much. But you can make a video where it's super good, all of this. Well, yeah, the video is going to be shorter. I love your vids. Well, thank you. Yeah, but my streaming average is like 3 hours. So... This challenge isn't a Nuzlocke, but I'm going to do a Nuzlocke at some point. But we were able to do the entirety of Vah Ruta with only having to defeat the boss and nothing else, which is great. I thought we were going to have to defeat at least one of the Malicides, but no. The only thing we had to defeat was the boss, which is, like, kind of mandatory, so... We kind of didn't have a choice there. Beefus Grace kind of like a Totem of Undying. True, it's better because you get extra hearts. Actually, I haven't played Minecraft recently with the Totem of Undying to know if it does or not. Only once though, but it recharges after like 30 minutes. So technically it's an infinite Totem of Undying. If you wait 30 minutes before dying again. Hello, the cheese will help 45. Did you get weapons good enough to defeat the Blight without killing enemies? All the weapons I found were just on the ground or stolen from a Boko camp before they were noticed that I was there. So, yes. Wait, what do I mean, yes? So that's how I got them. That's what I meant to say. So, yes! That's how... But we got a good weapon now. Be sure to plan your deaths accordingly. Yes, only die every 30 minutes if you don't want to not have Mifa save you. So let's cook up some food. Sorry. And then we're going to stay at the inn. And then we're going to go to our next one. You think fairies are more like Totem of Undying because they're one-time use? Oh, 100%. They're the more direct comparison. But Mifa's is the infinite Totem of Undying. Blissful waterbed, please. Till morning. Alright, so... We can't do Von the Boris. That one's just a fact. But which one should we try next? Meadow or Rudania? Rudania's next door, so we might just do Rudania. Here, I'll even give you guys a poll. Next, Divonia. No. You see, in theory, we can't do Rudania, but that doesn't mean we can't try, because in theory, we would have had to destroy 2 Malice Eyes. But did we? No. So, in theory, based off current circumstances, it seems impossible. But that doesn't mean it is. The thing will need to do some testing, is what I'm saying. But I do have some ideas. Like a handful of ideas, but that doesn't mean they'll work. Well, it's currently a 50-50 poll, so that doesn't help at all. Feed Divine Beasts. Rudania's over there. We'll get there eventually. I'm thinking about Moblins. You have to kill to get Yunobo. I know, that's what I'm thinking about too. Like, everything else should be fine but those Moblins. But in theory, we could probably figure out a solution like we did with the Malice Eyes. Because the Malice Eyes seemed impossible too. But were they? No. These looks like they will help. That cheese, that's what you meant. What if they slip into lava? That's what one of my ideas is. Like, what if they just happen to walk into it themselves if we, like, were somehow able to, I don't know, make them do that? Now, we're not going to force them into the lava because that would be against the rules. I'm actually trying to think of a solution. I'm trying to think of one. I have a few. Still a 50-50 split, but we might as well do Rudania because it's closer. What did we do for the Malice Eye? We just didn't kill it. We just got the terminal without it. Meteors could kill them? I don't think so. They only spawn twice in 2 set locations, from what I understand. Like the meteors themselves. One is right before you get inside Goron City, and the other one is as you're going to the mine. Those are, or going to save Yunobo the second time. I think those are the only 2 times that they even show up. So I have no idea. But thankfully they're not cutscene related. Alright, Meadow was winning for a moment. Yeah, Rudania was winning for a moment too. It kept going back and forth. So they were both back and forth. Yeah, but the Guardian Hover things trigger them. Yeah, but you can't get there early. That's the problem. I'm talking about the Moblins to save Yunobo, not the Moblins on the path. Because the Moblins on the path, we could do that. In order to even start the fight, we have to save Yunobo a second time. Have to go going to the store. Have a good one, Kruge. I'll be back soon. Well, good luck. Ah, yes, my favorite, Octoroks. I love those guys. They make the game infinitely times better. Found a very easy to get Thunderblade. Nice. Where? Where is it? Not saying it will be the solution, but it'll give us a couple of options. It's in a shrine? Uh-oh. Won't Moblins run if they hold something above the heads with magnesis? I know Bokoblins will, but I don't know if Moblins will. Or at least not as crazily. No enemies? That's nice. So, where is it? Is it anywhere nearby, or are we gonna have to go all the way out of the way? They let you use shock traps. We're thinking of a plan, and that will be like a last-ditch effort, the shock traps. But maybe. Because that would still be us putting it down with an intention, but also we wouldn't force them to go into it. They would happen to walk into it themselves. If you know what I mean. Oh, why is it gotta start raining right now? It's northeast of Satori Mountain. And it's a cast puzzle. Is it the one where you shoot the arrows through the rings, or is that a different one? Because I don't have all the puzzles memorized. Oh, it is. Perfect. Okay. Oh, well, this isn't nice. Why did I even go inside it? I just wanted it for fast travel. Okay, are there any other... Ah, yes, thank you for all the 1.5 million messages. Okay, well, let's go to the northeast of Satori Mountain then. So we can grab that sword and then use that sword. Hopefully. Where's Satori? Satori's there. And off we go. We can just say you have spontaneous yet convenient amnesia after setting the traps. True! Though, nah. Unless we absolutely have to, but... I did not lie at the very start of the stream when I said that this would be more interesting and complicated than it initially sounds, because it very much is. Well, that's very convenient that you found that one. We gotta go to Satori in northeast. And then do the puzzle. Puzzle. Should we grab a horse? Nah, we don't need a horse this playthrough. No horsing around. Arg, arg, arg. I'm 99% sure I know exactly where the location is of what you are talking about. Is my leaf damaged? No. Grab horse? Oh, horse far away. Please, we need Quincy too. But that would be bad for nature if I took a random horse. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Editing in your videos is so funny. Well, I'm glad you enjoy them. I try to make it... A lot of the times I try to make it to where I laugh as I'm editing it, because then that means it's hopefully a good edit. It's Year of the Horse. Ah, I used a tiny bit of stamina. I hate when I use a tiny bit of yellow stamina unintentionally. Ah, now I gotta use it all. What if you rescue a horse from a boko? That'll be kind of hard to do. Can I just use the leaf to hit it off? Will the leaf hit the boko off the horse? That's what's important, because I don't want to damage the boko, because that'd be the bad, and the bad is not the good, and the good is the good and not the bad. Go to Outskirts Stable and take a right for first turn and cast me on the second bridge. Alright. And I'm assuming that's it, and I'm way above it. Wind or Stasis? Yeah, but Stasis I'd have to upgrade. I need to get more cores. And the more cores would be interesting to get, because I have one. Very realistic, but to steal a horse from a Boko, you can stasis the Boko. Yeah, I do know about that solution, but I need to get 3 ancient cores to do that, which is a little not easy. There is a field of broken down guardians full of ancient parts, but that doesn't guarantee I'll get a core, which is the problem. There are some chests that give cores, so we very much could just try to find all of those chests, because there should be at least 3 chests, you know? Thunderblade on Koho Mountain. Well, we're currently heading to Satori for a similar reason, because of a shrine there that only takes a puzzle that'll also give us a Thunder Sword. Hopefully. I think. But as a pacifist run, kill as little enemies as possible, cause as little damage as possible. Except for bosses, because you kind of have no choice but to defeat them all anyways. Because we kind of have no choice. If we fight Ganon immediately, we'll have to fight all the Blights. Or if we do the Divine Beasts, we'll have to fight the Blights. So we're doing the Divine Beasts as much as we can, so that we're actually doing something and not just going straight to the final boss. Because that's boring. But we were able to successfully do all of Ruta, except for the boss, which, you know, makes sense, without defeating anything. Without defeating anything ourselves. Do you prefer Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? Breath of the Wild by the teeniest, tiniest bit. Both of them are very good, but I play Breath of the Wild more. I enjoy both games very much, for different reasons. Grinding resources might be necessary. It depends on the resource, because I'm not going to try and grind all of them, but if there's some that have ancient cores as a reward item, then that would be good for Stasis Plus. Or, for this case, with the Cass one, then we could get a Shock Blade, which is nice. So, some of them will be useful. Not all of them, but some of them. Uh-oh. Come on, go Link. I mean Greg, sorry. Go Greg. Pacifist Greg. There are a bunch of apples, but we don't really need apples. No, this isn't apples, these are the durian trees. Give me! Give me your durians. Will you ever do a Tears of the Kingdom challenge run? I'm working on one right now that most people aren't watching. Because I've been doing it as a part series. You can find it on my channel. Whoa, that's crazy. You're a pacifist, but not to trees. Of course, not to trees. They'll just grow back. They'll be fine. That's not how pacifist works. Unless the trees were, like, an enemy in the game with a health bar, then that doesn't really, like, matter. But they're not. That's only Tears of the Kingdom where they have a health bar and are an enemy. Breath of the Wild? Nah. Doink. Oh. Okay, so where's this Cass quest? This quest for Cass. I should be able to spot it from up here. Arrow one. It's over here. Wait, no, it's not. Crap, where is it? I forgot. Oh, there's a bridge near it. Oh, it's down there. It's down there. Okay. I found it. Chat, don't worry. I'm not too stupid. I figured it out. Little birds. Yes, I agree. You gonna do the spirit temple in that run? Oh, I will. I do all the temples. Yeah, there it is. It's down here. Ah, crap. I just pressed R trying to skydive like in Tears of the Kingdom. Ever played Sonic Frontiers? Unfortunately, I played it on Switch, and I only have it on Switch. So it doesn't look or run the best. On Switch 2, it runs way better. But it still doesn't look good. But hey, it was a fun game. Me enjoy. Me likey. Was a fun game. Especially with the boss fights. Those are pretty good. Like the Titans. Is that what they were called? The name sounds too generic for them. Hello, Cass. Give me your quest. Are you a bird? Ancient songs? Let's hear it. Single arrow threads 2 rings. The shrine will rise like bird on wings. Alright, ancient song acquired. I love Breath of the Wild so much it has sort of fantasy realism that I prefer of Tears of the Kingdom. For real, I only bought Frontiers for the music. It is very good. Can you take a break real quick and acquire a horse? Nope. Sorry, but I'm gonna end stream soonish anyways. So, and we're already here. Gonna try Von Meadow? Not yet, but we will. I don't remember which ring is the ring. The ring ding da ding da ding ding da ding. Yeah, I don't know why Cass isn't in the second game. I don't remember which ring ding da ding da ding ding. Doesn't. Not this one. That's for sure. It's a me, a Mario. It's not this one. Okay. Ah, yes. Thank you. Exactly what I need. It's definitely not here. That's for sure. No, stop it. Leave me alone. What is the next stream going to be? I don't know quite yet, but I might continue this, and then I'll do the randomizer at some point. Quote-unquote randomizer. Probably once I'm done with this challenge. More over here. It is that one, the second one that you said it was not. This one? Oh, I have to shoot it through there. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Gotta shoot through... You stream the rest tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe? Oh, of course. Okay, let's just switch bows. There we go. Only took a few attempts. And we should have the shock blade. Whatever it is. The 2 rings. Ring ding 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 ding. Okay. Where's my arrow? Oh, there my arrow. Come to Papa. Where's my other arrow? Ah, here it is. Good thing we know it didn't hit the enemy, because otherwise it would have not been there. Imgado's Shrine. Imgabado's. Are you going to stream the rest tomorrow? I don't know. I said that already. Alright, moving the schmoving. Ah, there was another button. Okay, well, good to know. Let's just do this then. Well, that was easy. Got to go see it. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. Oh, you're taking Leave No Trace seriously. I didn't mean to, but I did. Is the chest down there? Indeed. Great Thunderblade. Nice. No! Okay. Why does it activate immediately? Hi, Greg. Sorry. Now we got a Thunderblade for a reason. And then we're gonna go to Death Mountain, and I don't think I'll be able to finish the whole Rudania thing today because I got things I need to do. And then maybe this challenge will only take like 2 streams. I'm not sure. I had to wait for the platform. Yeah, I don't know why it leaves immediately. They should have at least like given you a few seconds to realize, oh, it's glowing. Let me get on it. But it is what it is. It's not that important. Ring ding 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 ding. Death Mountain's all the way over there. Let's just fast travel back, because I can fast travel. I forgot. But trying to... Okay. Now we can go. Greg was locked in. Sorry, I was replying to a comment. Let's go because I got school tomorrow and it's 10. Go to stream and I love your vids. Well, thank you. Have a good night. Don't stay up too late. That's bad. That would be bad to stay up too late. We'll take these, though. I'd really like the Zora gear. No, what? Thank you. Oh, there's a tiny waterfall. Wonder if we can ascend that. No. Name of the challenge... What are the names of all the challenges Link does? I don't know. Because, I haven't done them all yet. But this is the Pacifist challenge. While you're up, so you should get the Zora helm. Maybe. I don't think I will because it's gonna be basically useless, other than swimming slightly faster. This one's Greg, and the other one is John. Yeah, those are the only 2 with names. I haven't had a name for any of the rest of them. Oh, don't climb. For defense mainly? I guess, but we don't really need that if we're only going to be really fighting bosses. Next is named Larry. Well, it depends on what the challenge is. We could do Larry. No, don't climb. Swim upward. We did have Lazy Link for one, but we didn't call him Larry. We called him Lazy. We could have called him Lazy Larry, but we didn't at the time because the video's already completed. So it's a little too late. Oh, wait, you're right. The chest is right here, so we might as well. I thought it would be further away. Where's the chest again? Oh, it's behind that wall. Just jump, Link. Greg, sorry. Where's it behind the other wall? No, that's this wall. Okay. Boink. Yippee! This is the second playthrough where I have the chest and the helmet, but not the pants. The first one was on Tears of the Kingdom, though, so... Oh, these river snails are so sneaky, bro. I could never find them if it wasn't for their super bright glowing shell and their lack of movement. I don't want to use the gold stamina. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know what to do that. I don't know what to do that. Hi. Is this with or without the DLC? I have the DLC, but it's not really going to help much because I don't feel like going out of my way to get, like, Phantom Ganon armor because that's not going to do anything. So I do have the DLC, it's just not going to do much. Ooh, an arrow. Hey guys. Hi. Hello. The golden stamina is so annoying because you never want to use it and it's just there. And then when you do use a tiny bit of it, personally, I like to use all of it, but I haven't yet because I know I'm going to be paragliding. Extra armor will be helpful for more situations like the Guardian in the dungeon where you take a lot of hits. Yeah, but that's what food's for. Plus, we're going to stop at this stable and probably cook up some stuff. Do I have even much to cook? I got some stuff to cook. What? Why is it cold? We're going to a volcano. Why did he freeze for 1 second? My least favorite is when it's just a sliver less than a full circle. I know, because then it's like, it's annoying. It's like the one there's like a hair on the screen or like a bubble in your screen protector. You know, we're just going to use it. Screw it. Screw it. Okay. There's no point in making food just to heal because one hearty food gives you full heal. Yeah, and I got plenty of hearty food now. I think we might have more than enough food. Just a little bit more than enough. But you know, you can't be too safe. So let's, once we're done cooking these durians, how about we also cook up some more, how about we get a little bit of one of these? And you know what? What about a little bit of one of these? And you know what? What about a little bit of one of these? Yay! It was smart to get Mifa as the first boss and stuff. It was smart enough. I wouldn't say it was necessary, but yeah, it can be kind of smart. The only really helpful thing from the DLC would be the Majora's Mask, some sort of cheese run, I guess. Yeah, I don't like to use things that make stuff too easy. We'll buy your arrows. Hey, beautiful armor. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my very old, decrepit pants on my Zora armor. Wow! Durians are one of the most overpowered foods in the game, of course. Hello, lady. I need some beer. No, I need some potions. I would like 3, please. Or yeah, 3. Thank you. More than enough. Thank you very much. We're gonna make it to Death Mountain, and then we're gonna end stream there. Because I have things I gotta do. So far, we are having pretty good success. Hello, lizard. Yoink. I will need you. Sounded good they took them from Tears of the Kingdom in retrospective. Yeah, I mean, we're already more than overpowered in Tears of the Kingdom, so the fact that you could have gotten like the easiest infinite healing food in the game would have been a little much. Yoink. We need 10. We got 3. Okay. This is like the 3rd time I've done this quest in recently, like within the past like 30 days. I've done this quest like 3 times. No, lizard, 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 lizard. No. The guardian, me. We can search this for a flint, cool, and then we can search this for a not flint. Dang it, we got another flint. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, gotta go. Uh-oh, gotta go. Ah, missed. Holy crap, can you give me some space? Give me some space. Give me some space, bro. Like,
It is my pleasure.
okay. Greg, get up. Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay, give me some space, please. Okay. Give me some room. Holy crap, stop it. Leave me alone. Ay, ay, ay. Bro did not know what personal space was. Like, there was nothing I could do. Thank you, fairies, for your service, but like, there was nothing I could have done. Ay, ay, ay. That was stupid. Okay, let's see. Where are these lizards at? Where are you, lizards? Where are you? Oh, we got the firebirds again. Mifa's not available to save us again. What? I didn't even touch the choo-choo. The choo-choo did not make a contact with me. Ay, 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 this is so stupid. Thank you for the warm sap, whatever it was. I am muddy. I am fine. I think. I do need more lizards, though. Because we're gonna be lizarding around for the stuff. Yoink. Then now we don't want to die, so let's... Oh, yeah, my shield. Let me... Oh, yeah, my bow. Nope. For a normal Hylian challenge, I feel like you should be able to use Royal Claymores because other Hylians can... Yeah, but do we see any Hylians in game using them other than, like, the knights that were trained and stuff to use them? How's run going? It is going quite well, I think. I say that, and a Guardian is now trying to kill us. No, we're just gonna get this rare ore. We'll just take this rare ore. That works. 2 diamonds! Mamma mia. That is great. Do you think we'll get the same luck here? I hope so. No, but still, 2 diamonds. That was, woo-wee. That was pretty lucky. Mamma mia. You can see King using an Age of Calamity. Yeah, but that's not Breath of the Wild. That's Age of Calamity, and that's the King. You see how big he is? You think he's a normal Hylian? He is a big boy. He is not a normal Hylian. If I were a regular Hylian, I'd just display it on my wall. Yeah, it looks really nice. I might, like, clean it occasionally, but I feel like the most I could do is just plop it on the wall. Because I don't know if... Because I feel like a lot of people got to remember, yeah, the average claymore, which is super duper thin, weighs 6 pounds, yes. But most of the weapons in this game aren't an average claymore, and there's something called leverage, which makes things a lot heavier and harder to use because of the angles and everything. That's okay, Donald. And welcome back. Insanity does stuff. Welcome. We're on our way to the Gorons. Why didn't Link just fly away? Because he's stupid. Because this isn't Link, this is Greg. You missed. Greg, say hi back. There you go. Greg says hi. Let us see. We're almost at the Goron City. Would also suggest allowing flurry rushes, but you can only do 1 hit to simulate a realistic dodge and counterattack. I guess. We're gonna find an NPC or something that'll teach John how to do that. You don't trust those rocks? Those ones right there? I wonder why. Maybe because it's a talus. Screw it. Using gold stamina. So now it's lizard time. How many do we have? Still 3. That's not great. Oh, there's one. There's 5. There's 6. Six and a half. 8, 9. Where's the last lizard, please? Oh, there's the last lizard. Bam. Can you damage stun enemies? Nope. No damaging whatsoever. Okay, give me your armor, you weirdo. Here's your lizards. Thank you. Greg, don't be as suspicious. Wait. Who the heck was coughing? I didn't know the Gorons could cough. Here comes the meteors in a couple minutes. And we're all gonna die. And speaking of which, let me at least take one of these, just so that we don't. Use the iPad, John. Hylian found randomly to enter the shrine at Kakariko Village. Which, a Flurry Rush tutorial. Yeah, but we're not allowed to. That's the problem. We're not allowed to enter shrines. The reason why I suggest Flurry Rush strat is there's a workaround for the Thunderblight boss. Probably. But once he does his little phase, you have to do the thingamajiggy. This is fine. How you doing, Greg? How's the weather outside? Good? Great. Hi, bird. I'm gonna just exhaust the rest of the stamina. Oh! Okay, well, I'm gonna use my money to buy a piece of armor, and then we're gonna end stream here. After I buy the armor. We should probably get a bow that won't burn. But it's gonna be kind of hard to do. It doesn't really matter though. Hello, I have 2 diamonds I'd like to sell. Right here. Now I can buy whatever I want. I'm gonna buy the pants. Thank you. Just so we can keep the Zora helmet on because it looks stupid. Alright. Can end stream there. Thank you guys. I don't know when I'll be able to finish it, but next stream I feel like we should be able to finish it. So, but as for when's next stream, I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, good night, goodbye. I have things I need to do. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe with a different challenge, maybe with the same one. I don't know. Okay, bye-bye.